Hey guys, I'm Daisy from Daisi Jo Reviews, and today I'm going to show you guys some amazing Halloween costumes that are really for adults more than children. These costumes, guys, are probably not safe for work, but they are fun for parties, weekend fun with your friends. In a sense, Halloween falls on a Friday this year. I feel like these costumes that I curated are going to be perfect for like a marathon of weekend parties. So let's get right into it. Before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel where I bring you more videos, more reviews, and more curated shopping guides for the holiday season. We are currently in our nostalgia era, and I feel like that is going to just influence costumes. So I have this costume that I thought was super cute. It is a cheerleader costume. So if you weren't a cheerleader in high school, here is your chance to be a cheerleader as an adult. So this is from Dolls Kills, and it is an angel cheerleader Halloween costume. This is the skirt. It's got the angel wings on the skirt on both sides. It also has a crop top that says angels on the top. And just so that you know, the back is out. So it just has a strappy open back. Now, the one thing about this is an extra small that I have it in, and it does run small, FYI. Compared to other costumes that I have tried in an extra small from Doll Skills. It does run a bit small compared to some of the other ones. Or that we've got the cheerleader socks with the stripes, and the blue does match the blue of the costume. Because the skirt is very short, we also have a panty that goes underneath, and this in the back it says heavenly scent. This is something that Doll Skills does a lot with their short, kind of inspired, flirty costumes that they have. And last but not least, this is one of my favorite parts of this costume are the pom-poms. So it actually comes with real pom-poms. This is what they look like. They're not as full as like some, real pom-poms, but they are pretty full. And I love the fact that they're just like so bright and reflective. I think they're beautiful. And I actually, looking at them in this camera, I just want to play with them because it's giving a really nice look. So these are the pom-poms that they have. And if you're looking for a Halloween costume that is inspired by a popular film or popular character in a film, then this may be the costume for you because it is inspired by one of the most famous films that our generation has maybe seen. This is the Dolls Kill 2 Fast and Furious, or they call it the Fast and Curious costume. And it's got all of the working, so it has a lot of pieces, a lot of accessories. This is the skirt. It is a vegan leather, so just keep that in mind. The way that the skirt goes on is that it is Velcroed on, so you want to keep that in mind as well. It sits low on the hips, so if you're thinking about sizing, if you have wider hips, you might want to size up. If you have narrower hips, you might want to size down. And it's got the garter belts as well. And the garter belts attach onto the chaps, to the top of the chaps, which are also like a vegan or faux leather. The chaps lace up the side. These are real laces, so you can adjust it for sizing if they are tight on your thighs or if they are too loose in your thighs. And they will be held securely by the clasps at the top of the chap. The skirt also features a belt with that matches the skirt. It's also like faux vegan, and it has a very heavy duty belt buckle that has like the bowl on it. I think this belt buckle is really cool, and if you wanted to repurpose it for another outfit, you could totally do that because it actually has some weight to it. So it's not a flimsy belt buckle at all. And lastly, there is this really cute crop top. It is a double layered crop top. They are attached at the seam, so it's not two crop tops in one. It is one crop top that just is seamed together to create that double layered effect. And it has like the faux worn kind of texture to it. So they cut some holes in it to give it that kind of look. But overall, it has a really good tight elasticity. So it'll really hold you in. if you buy it in the right size. And I've got the cutest Halloween costume, especially if you're going to a grown-up party. This is the Doll Kills Fringe Maid costume, and it comes with multiple pieces, so you can repurpose them throughout the year if you want to, but I thought this was really cute. There's a couple of things that I want to show you and to warn you about, though, before you get this, because I think that's an pivotal part. So number one is, like I said, it has a lot of accessories, which I think is really great. It has this really cute headband that comes with the outfit, and it can be repurposed. I feel like it's reversible a little bit because it can go either way. I don't know if you're supposed to put the headband in the front where it's more white, or if you're supposed to turn it around where it's less a thinner white. I guess you can do either or. And this is what I mean about repurposing the pieces. It also comes with the handcuffs, which I think these are very cute. And to be honest, I feel like you can wear these with a regular outfit just to add some pizzazz or something different. I don't even know how to put them on, but they do unbutton, and you can slip them on if your hand is small enough, or you can unbutton them and put them on that way as well. And the one thing that I want to warn you about before I get into the rest of this outfit, this costume, is that it is very revealing. So you're going to want to prepare with some accessories and maybe some of the breast pedals, or maybe some tights or something, because the bottom of this is a very small panty. And so you're going to want to wear something underneath this, because almost it that comes with this. There is a garter belt. This is a very, I'm hiding underneath it. This is a very cute garter belt, and it does snap in the back. It has three adjustable sizes back here. Very cute, very soft lace, so it's not itchy or scratchy or anything. And it has the matching bra, and this is also adjustable, and it has three levels of snaps back here, the hooks in the back that you can wear. But like I said, you're going to need to do some pasties or something because it is completely see-through. And so this is appropriate if you are going to an adult type of Halloween party. And lastly, or there's two other things that go with this, is the apron. This is a very small apron. It does not cover up much, but the ribbon that you tie it around your waist is very long, and so it's very adjustable for sizing. And what I love most is that it does come with a duster. I thought this was very fun and very cute as an accessory. So overall, this is a great costume. It is very high quality. It'll last you for many Halloweens if you're only wearing it once a year. But at the same time, if you want to repurpose these pieces for something else throughout the year, you can completely do that. And I think that is the best investment that you can make in a Halloween costume in general, is that you can repurpose the pieces for something else later on. I've got this really cute, fun, traditional, but with an upgrade, like a fruity upgrade Halloween costume from Doll Skills. Right, this is the classic pirouette Halloween costume, but a little bit of an upgrade because it's very flirty and very short. So I'm going to show you all the pieces, and then you can decide if this is something that you like or if it's suited for you. One of the things that I will mention is that you can repurpose these pieces for something else. So it's kind of got that mime vibe. So the first piece is the main part body of the costume dress. It's a tube top dress. It is very stretchy. It does have a little bit of boning in it on the sides to keep the shape, and it's got the clown balls on it, and it's got the skirt with the pleated skirt. And underneath it, though, you're going to put on this tutu fluffy thing underneath it, and that give it some more shape and some more volume. Now, on the accessories, which I think is what really pulls this whole outfit together, is that you do have the headband that is like a clown headband. You have sleeves here, which are mismatched, but they do have the thumb holes. So they're carving as thumb hole warmers or hand warmers, arm warmers, but at the same time, costumey concept going. It also comes with these stockings, and they're like the typical match stockings. So maybe you can repurpose these for something else. They do seem pretty durable. I will say on the stocking side, I would worry about them getting a run in them or something like that. You might not be able to keep these forever, is my point. And one of my favorite parts of the costume, though, is the collar. I think this is a lot of fun. And as a fashion girly, I think you can rewear this or with something else. I don't know what, but I feel like you could be inspired. And there is nothing like having a really great pirate costume. I think it's one of the most classic costumes that you can ever have. So I found this one by Dolls Kills, and it is inspired by the pirate maiden vibe. There's so many different types of pirate costumes that you can have. And so this one I love because the pieces are really high quality and the concept, the style is just really, really cool. So we're going to start with the top. It has this crop top that has ruffled sleeves, and I love the way they did this because the sleeves are high low, so they're short. The ruffles are short in the front but long in the back, and it has really good elasticity around the top and also around the waist, so it'll really hold you in. And the material itself just feels very high quality. It's actually rather thick. And then it has the matching skirt, which also has the same material, and it has an elastic waistband, which is really great for sizing if you are in between size. This is a size small, and I would say that roughly it's a right size. If I got an extra small, it would be a little too short. If I got a medium, it would definitely be too big and I'd be swimming in it. So although the small kind of sits lower on my waist, it is still a really good size. It has a underskirt, so it gives it a little bit of volume to this skirt so it just doesn't fall flat. And they did this really cool thing with the details with the ribbons, and they added that as just as a feature of the skirt that just makes it move and more dramatic. The other piece to this costume that, again, I think you can wear all these pieces separately for different occasions, is that it has a bustier. It has a faux leather bustier that zips up the back instead of it tying in front. So in the front, this tie is a faux tie. It's not real. You may be able to adjust it a little bit for sizing, but all of the adjustments is going to happen on the straps itself, not even on the zipper in the back, but on the straps itself. And it just really accentuates the top of it really accentuates the top of the costume. And then next you have the matching bandana. And so they really went into the pirate maiden vibe and they got the bandana, which matches. And it's a really good size. So if you have a lot of hair like me, you're going to need more bandana. And if you want to tie it tighter or depending on how you want to wear it, I thought it was really interesting because I actually thought about just wearing this as a scarf with the costume as an alternative. So it doesn't actually have to be a headband. But the last accessory that got me really excited, obviously, because it's a pirate costume, is the eye mask. I really love that they included a really cool eye mask and it's all cushiony in the back. So they really thought about it so that you would want to wear it for multiple hours. It's adjustable around your head, so it's not going to be too tight. It has a full expansion adjustability there, which I thought was really great. And like I said, it has the cushion, so it's very, very soft. So it just makes it more comfortable to wear to whatever Halloween party or event you're going to. And I've got this Doll Skills Space Princess costume that I think is super cute and perfect for Halloween. You can repurpose this throughout the year. That is my thing. If you want to wear this with something else. So it comes with this really cute, flirty, pleated skirt. These are kind of like loose pleats, and they have like these vinyl silver insets in between. But one of the things that I also wanted to point out is that it does have a very stretchy elastic waist. So in case, you're in between size, I think that's very important if you are in between size. And because the skirt is very short, it does come with these panties. And on the back, it says iconic buns. So it's very, very flirty. If you want something a little bit more modest, you can wear pantyhose or tights underneath it. And the top part of it is this hooded crop top that has a very big hood on the back, which I think is super cute. And it's got a cutout in the front. So it's kind of made like a cropped corset. And it has these very long dramatic sleeves. So altogether the costume really does pull off like this galactic like princess vibe because it's just inspired by like Star Wars and all of like space movies and stuff like that. You can pair it with some really cute boots and you're on your way. But I do feel like some of these pieces you could repurpose for something else throughout the year. If you're looking for a classic costume that's inspired by a movie that will probably be in trend for the rest of your life, this is the costume for you. So this is also from Doll Skills. This is a costume that is inspired by the movie The Shining. So if you haven't seen The Shining, you might want to see it. But there is a scene in that movie with the twins, with the twin girls. You've probably seen many pop culture references to this, where they are in a matching blue dress with puffy sleeves, and I think it's a pink belt with some thigh-high stockings and some Mary Jane shoes. And so this is where the inspo for this dress come from. So let's get into the dress itself. It has this white collar. It is a zipper down the back. I really love the material because it is light and airy. They did go all the way with doing the chiffon sleeves, which I think just adds more of a realistic context for the dress in the movie, and also for the time period of the movie. And the belt, I would say, is a little flimsy here. They added some detail with the flowers on the end of the belt, but then they made it very cheap by just adding Velcro closure. So this belt is not really repurposable in my opinion, but it is very cute, and I think it fits very well. It has some ruffles at the end of the skirt that I really liked as well. And overall, I think it's a really, really cute dress. And I think you can change out the belt and you can wear it for other things. It just depends on how you style it and what time of year that you do wear it. I think this is a great film nostalgic costume if you're looking for something that is a little bit timeless that most people are going to get no matter what party or what kind of event or crowd that you're in. So guys, that wraps up all of my curation for Halloween costumes for this year. I hope you like them. I hope you find something that you like. All of the links are in the description for all the costumes that are featured here, and I've included some other ones in my idea list on Amazon. If you find something you like, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.